here. Like, let me just get back to normal here before we start some shit. Like,
are you moving or like I hadn't heard the like resolution of your moving
oh, okay, yeah. So I'm
situation.
moving. I'm leaving this house because it's expensive. We're
Mm.
moving to a old person's house that they just rent out with like everything, like TVs from the '60s and shit. Like it's like we're renting it from an old lady.
Hmm.
That so like the area where they were gonna live is like for old people generally only.
Uh-huh.
But since I'm gonna be like taking care of my mom, I'll just be like, okay, I'm just here is taking care of my mom. And they're like, okay, cool, you can live there. I'm like,
I
okay.
see.
So we're gonna live there. I still gotta pay the rent, but it'll be like so to um shit. What was I going with this? Where was I going with this? So yeah, I'll say so we'll live there until like November, and then at the end of November, I'm moving to Florida.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Cool.
rip LA, dude.
I mean, you were talking about the prices before being just like completely insane.
Yeah, if I get to keep my, this is the problem, dude. Every time, like I will go on the trip, right? I come
Mhm.
back, suddenly I have a new supervisor and I have a new schedule. I'm like, how the fuck does this happen in like a week and a half? What the fuck?
You get back like the whole place is on fire. You're like,
Yeah,
what the hell,
exactly.
guys?
So now I have to like, what if this new supervisor like sucks mad ass and I just hate my job? Like, why
Yeah.
does this have to fucking change every so often? Like, I was good with my previous boss. Why did this
Mhm.
change? Fuck. So if apparently Rich says that they could use a help in United if I needed a new job or something. So maybe
Like
there's that.
they need like the enforcer. Like
No,
they
they
need
need to
some
like
muscle.
they need some PR actually the opposite way. They're like, yeah, we fucked up. Let's get some more people here so we can not fuck up anymore.
Hmm.
Yeah. And they're hiring like they're looking for specifically like Latino, Asian people. So like
Yeah.
I'm not just kidding. Just kidding. Just to make sure that they don't they got all their bases covered.
They're like, so I see you're applied. Here's your resume. Do you happen to be an Asian doctor?
Yeah.
Like,
We really need empathy with those. So we need some
yeah,
insight.
we're looking to hire all Asian doctors.
Yeah. So I don't know what that's gonna happen, but I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping I get to like my job doesn't suddenly suck, and I get to
Hmm.
keep doing what I'm doing right now in Florida.
Mm.
Otherwise, I'm gonna go fucking buy a house and get wrecked. I mean, there's always like my sister can always help, but still, like, obviously, I don't want that.
It's kind of weird how, at least right now, like buying a house is not really that much more expensive than renting sometimes.
Yeah,
Like what that should not be the case. Like
I mean, the thing is like when you're talking about a house, people get so specific about like I'm going like this is how we moved to this house that I'm currently at. Okay, this is how it
mm,
went down, right? So I'm like, my dad tells me like, okay, there's these two places, right? And I say, okay. And he's like, okay, so this one is like this, blah blah blah. And the other one is like this, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, so they're pretty much the same, right? They have the same utilities inside.
mm,
They're both basically the same. And then this one's like $100 more expensive, the one when we were at, and the other one is $100 less expensive. I say, okay, well, what's the difference? He says, oh, there's a couple more whatever square feet on the living room. I say, okay, let's go with the cheaper one. He says, no, your mom likes the other one. I'm like, what? It's like a fucking couple of like square feet less. Like the
mm-hmm.
fuck? Why? Why? I mean, or like, oh no, but that one has like a fucking like a balcony and shit. I'm like, who is gonna use a first floor balcony? Like that's not a thing. Like this just to put shit in that we 4 years we've been here to fucking never used it for anything specific, anything special.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like if I'm gonna go and buy a house, I'm just gonna look at the like okay, is the bathrooms where are the bathrooms, where are the bedrooms, and
How
yeah,
fast
is
is
this
their
space
internet?
enough?
Like
Yeah, exactly. Is the space, I mean, decently sized? Okay, yes. Okay, cool. Like, does it have a fucking backyard? I don't care about backyards, so
mm-hmm.
or like shit like that. It's like I'm not gonna actively look or like, oh, this one is like couple more square feet, and for only $10,000 more, you can get a couple more square feet. It's like, whatever, dude. I don't really care about that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh yeah, just give me the space, bro. Like all I do is stay in my room and then move to the kitchen to make food. Like what else do you need?
Exactly.
I don't really get like, I guess it's just how different they were brought up. I'm not sure. I'm just not interested or don't care that much, I guess, about it.
Yeah, it always surprises me how people like when they're looking at a house and stuff, they put like a ton of value on things that almost never happen. They're like, oh, so it's got this guest bedroom, so like, when someone comes over, they can sleep in there. And it's like that happens what, like once or twice
a
year at the most. Like, fuck that. Like they can sleep on like
they get the couch.
Yeah, they get the couch. It's just happening once a year. It doesn't matter. Like,
I know. But that's exactly what I'm talking about, right? Like my sister's like, oh yeah, we're moving to this big house with like 5 bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Like you are 3 people. Like how? And 2 of you are married.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you need 5 bedrooms? Like, jeez. I mean, if and then like I tell my sister, okay, I'm gonna buy this house, blah blah blah, or I'm gonna go look at the houses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, yeah, you can buy X a house that's worth X amount. And she's like, in a couple of years, if you want to upgrade, you just sell it. I'm like, what? Why am I buying this in the first place? I'm not going to buy it just to sell it later. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm hoping to buy the house so I can pay it all, and then it's mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the point in getting a mortgage and buying a house. And then a couple of years later, you sell it to buy another one, and then it's the same as renting. What's the point?
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, I don't know what's actually. I mean, maybe I'm inexperienced because I'm young, so I have to talk to some people and see what's going on. But, geez, I mean,
yeah, I don't know. Don't let people convince you need to buy more stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
buying the house instead of renting, it makes sense because you pay the fucking full house in like 30 years, so the rent is actually cheap, or the mortgage. But there's a lot more expenses that come with being a homeowner opposed to just renting, so it's a trade-off.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that hit me like a truck though that I hadn't even noticed is that since I'm like living with my parents,
mm-hmm.
I'm probably never gonna live on my own until I'm like 45 or something. Which is just fucked, dude.
It's just the like Eastern way of things, not the Western way of things.
Yeah.
That's what you can tell yourself.
I guess so. It just feels weird. I mean, I've always felt like I was born in the wrong place. Like I was born basically an American living in Peru for some reason. And now it's like, okay, the universe is telling me like, no, chill out. You're good. we were right.
Yeah, no, I had that right. Yeah, I got that. Like,
you thought. Damn, dude.